San Antonio. This is Rob for the MetalWorks. Tonight, I am at the White Rabbit, yes, to finally welcome the much talked about MTV Headbangers Ball. We're here at the Rabbit, got here a little early, and we're hanging out with all the vocalists of the bands that are on the tour this evening. We have Randy from Lamb of God, Brian, of course, from Shadows Fall, Byron from God Forbid. And then we have Randy over here of Killswitch Engage. How you guys doing? Welcome to the program tonight.
What's up? How you doing?
Let's pass the mic around. Let everybody say their hellos.
What's happening? I'm feeling a little shot, but feeling good. Got a little sickness, but we'll make it.
Hello. Need a beer.
How about you, Howard?
Feeling good. What's going on? Hi, Mom.
It's a really unique thing to have all four of you here in one interview. I've never done that before, and when they told us that we're going to do that, I thought it was a very special time. Let's first talk about this tour before we start talking about individual bands. Talk about the Headbangers Ball tour. What's it meant? What's it been like out on the road?
Well, we're kind of like the newbies on the tour. As far as we just got like half, we just got on it basically. So I mean, it's been pretty cool. It's been a party every day and a lot of drinking and late night activity. But I don't know, it's definitely a nice feeling to be out here with people that I know, you know, and playing shows and riding around and shit.
Yeah, this tour's been amazing. You know, the crowds have been coming out to really support this tour, which we're really excited about. Like he said, it's all friends. It's all people we've all toured with before, so there's no bullshit. There's no egos. There's no nothing. It's just a good time. Unfortunately, we've been partying a lot, and I haven't slept very much, and my glands are swollen up to the size of golf balls. But, you know, you carry on.
My soul hurts.
How about you, Howard? What's this tour been like? What's the response been from the fans who are coming out to support?
It's been pretty good. I mean, that's putting it mildly. I mean, we couldn't have asked for anything better. Just we're having a good time. We're hanging out. We're with our boys, having a good time, being silly. You know, it's a good job. Yeah, seriously.
I want to talk about something that's very important, I feel, across the country. A lot of people want to know. It seems like it seems that with the start of the new millennium, that things have really gotten rolling for like heavy music in this country. How would you compare, like what you remember about? I remember the Headbangers Ball with Exodus and all that. But how do you see metal has changed from that time, maybe to how it is now, with only the second ever MTV Headbangers Ball that you guys are basically comprising?
It's cool to see it kind of come back in a rise, you know, because that is the final sign of the apocalypse is the rise of heavy metal music. So as the millennium came, we're here to pretty much just end it all. So. But it's just cool to be part of something like this because they decided to support actual like underground bands who've been working hard, and instead of just taking the easy way out and tagging, you know, the MTV2 logo in front of a tour that was already like commercially successful. You know, they actually supported some bands that I feel deserve it, because I know we've been touring around and seen these guys for years, and we've all know what it took to get to this level, and to have some sort of you know, just supported that from something as big as MTV is just, it's cool, you know, because that right there spreads the word to so many. You know, if you didn't hear about this tour, then you're an idiot because it was on MTV, you know. So whereas before, if you didn't check the local paper or our website, you didn't know we were coming or not, you know. So it's just cool. It's cool to be a part of, and it's cool that it's continuing to. Seems like bands are really pushing the limits of metal these days.
Yeah, what he said. Also, the fact that, you know, since that time of the original Headbangers Ball, metal has a whole different look to it now. You know what I'm saying? It can't be categorized as just being one typical type of person. Now you have different types of people, you know, comprising this style of music and, you know, putting their little twist on it and showing the world that everything is full of color.
I think you're absolutely right, man. Howard?
Seriously, what can you say? Headbangers Ball tour. There's two brothers on this, fronting the bands, man. Here we come. It's like hockey. The takeover has begun.
Two very talented brothers at that, man. I really love those guys. let's talk now. Let's talk about everyone's bands because people want to get the latest scoop. Some of you guys are gonna have records drop early in the new year. Some of you had a record drop late in the year. Talk a little bit about what's going on with Killswitch Engage, because you guys have been supporting the record now for a little while.
Yeah, we've been supporting that thing for a while now. As soon as this tour is over, I'm going to take a couple days and just like sleep and, lick our wounds and put Band-Aids on the cuts, and then we jump right in the studio, and hopefully end of April we'll have the album out.
I think there's a lot of fans out there, I think, who are eagerly anticipating your first actual recording with Killswitch. Am I correct, right?
Well, it'll suck.
Because people have definitely seen you out on the road and have heard great things about your performances out on the road. So hopefully that'll transition into the new material. When do you think the new Killswitch record will be out? I mean, when can you say, like fall 2004 or what?
April, end of April. Oh, hopefully. That's what we're looking for, end of April.
Now let's talk about God Forbid. Byron, I was asking Doc earlier about that new EP that's supposed to come out with 2 new songs or songs that are going to be on the new record. When is that going to come out?
Well, we're supposed to have that within a couple of days, but it's really not going to be for sale in stores. So if you want that, you got to come to the show and get it. Haha. But on the better tip, we have a record coming out in February, 2004, entitled Gone Forever. All new tracks, all new God Forbidness, where we're just smacking you upside your head, with the talentedness of the New Jersey scene as we can only do it. But I know we're kind of happy, that our record's finally coming out. It's been a while since our last release. Unfortunately, a lot of our boys are going to be going home to record their records, so we're going to have to find some more people to tour with. But I'm sure they'll be back again before the summer's out. So hopefully, we can do something again with them. Just make sure you get your butt to the store and buy our new shit, because it's gonna be dope. It's insane.
Byron, I've read already some people who have heard the new music, and talk a little bit about the transgression of God Forbid from when Determination came out. And I've read some things, or Doc saying that that this is definitely a maturity and definitely a larger growth for the band. How do you compare maybe like Determination to what is going to be coming out in 2004?
Well, I think the thing about our new record is that we have grown, and it's been a while since the last time we wrote. Our last record, Determination, was basically written back to back from our independent release, Rejected Sickness. And during that time, we were just cramming out songs. Now it's like we're really thinking about what we're doing, and we're a little bit more focused as to how our sound is and what we want to say and express ourselves. But I mean, for us, it's important to grow as a band and as people, because you can't be what you were on your last record, because that just doesn't work. You have to grow in this industry, because if you don't, you'll get left behind. But a lot of the new material is definitely familiar with Determination. It's still heavy, it's still melodic like we were. It's just it's an aggressive record for aggressive people, and it's our heart and soul basically poured out on a CD, which will last forever, and we like it. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't have done it. And that's really all I can say about it as far as that. I mean, you really have to hear it for yourself, but everybody that's heard it likes it, and we won't put our name on anything that we don't fully like 100% or 200%. But unfortunately, I have to cut my time short, because I have to go on in a couple minutes, due to the fact that we just got here, and we have to go on a half an hour after doors or whatever. So we have to go warm up the crowd for our boys, which is all good. But I'm gonna save up my energy a little bit and knock some people in the fucking head.
Well, we know you guys are going to be on the road for hopefully all of next year, and when you come back through Texas, man, we'll be there.
Definitely.
To support it.
Yeah, we'll be back, man. Don't sweat it. God forbid just started. We just started.
Brian, let's go ahead and talk about Shadows Fall. And I think as one of the more talked about bands, people have already been saying, like, when is a new record going to come out? People are wanting new material from the band. What's your response to that?
Well, that's pretty much the plan right after this tour. We're going to take a little time to just kind of write and work on some new stuff. Probably not get in the studio till March or April, you know, but we want to take the time to really craft a serious record. The Art of Balance, we were lucky to have the time to take the songs, play them live for a little while, really work on them till we were totally stoked on it, see what worked and what didn't, because sometimes you can be feeling a song in the practice space and you get on stage and it's not there, you know, so it's nice to have the opportunity before we go in the studio to actually like kind of work them out and flex them in the live situation. So we'll probably be writing and doing some demos, playing a few shows around home, and getting in the studio by April or March. We're really looking forward to new material. We've been touring like since the day we left the studio for the Art of Balance, so it's time for some new songs. You know, we're still stoked on playing live, but it's time for some new songs.
Will you feel that there's like the band has to hurry up and like churn out this record, or are you guys gonna?
We're on our own pace. We don't want to hurry up anything. We want to make the best record we can. There's a lot of attention on this record too, because the last one did so well, and you know, it became like the highest selling Century Media release ever. So there's a lot of pressure, you know. So the last thing we want to do is rush it and throw a bunch of bullshit at the wall. We want to be stoked. We're very selfish with our music too. Like we take as much time as we need. We really only consider the 5 of us when we're recording, and Zeus is kind of like the 6th member when we're in the studio. So you know, it's gonna take us a little while, but it's gonna be worth the wait. And after that, you know us, we're going to be back on the road again, like the day after we finished in the studio until probably for the next 2 years again. So.
And a lot of people who watch this program are familiar with Shadows Fall, because you guys have churned out 2 or 3 videos, man, this year.
3 now, which I never thought we'd make a video ever. So, you know, like even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you didn't make metal videos anymore. There was really no reason. They'd maybe end up on like a compilation that like 100 people saw, you know. So now with the, you know, Uranium coming back and coming up, and Headbangers Ball coming back, and then local metal shows like, you know, what you guys have going on, it's cool to be able to do that, because, you know, I used to love seeing like the old Triple Thrash Threat and like seeing random videos by like the Cro-Mags and Agnostic Front and old Sepultura, and it's a cool thing to see, like a visual side of the music, you know. But also with us for videos, we've never really done anything with a concept. The one was us at the bar, the other one's us on stage. You know, like, so we're not. It's not going to be us in the castle next. So, you know, but it's cool. It's a cool thing to be able to do, because it's a lot of fun. It's totally something new too. You know.
I think now you can do videos pretty efficiently, I mean, money-wise. And
yeah, totally. We've been lucky. The guy we've worked with in the last 2 videos, Zach Merrick, is not only an amazing director, but a huge fan of the band, and he's willing to kind of go out of his way to work within our budget. He knows we're an indie, you know, so it was cool to be able to do that.
Randy, let's talk about Lamb of God now. You guys had a new record that came out as The Palaces Burn. Tell me about working. A lot of people, this record has gotten a lot of attention because of how great it sounds. Talk a little bit about working with Devin and how you feel about the new release, because no doubt it's garnished Lamb of God a lot more fans, and you guys have really seen a rise in 2003.
Yeah, it came out in May, at the end of our last tour, May 6th, I believe, and working with Devin was pretty nerve-wracking. I mean, he's a freak, you know, and we're all a bunch of freaks, basically, really anal, really meticulous. By the end of the recording session, there were like basically all of us were ready to have a nervous breakdown. Like, really, I mean, it was that harsh. All of us were working our day jobs and then recording, you know. It was messed up. But it's a good record, you know. There's certainly, as with any record, you're always going to be your own worst critic, you know. I think there could have been some more bass in there and stuff. But it's cool, you know. It's all good. And we've been touring on that. We've been doing this tour. It's been really incredible. We recently bounced over to Epic Records. That's pretty weird. After we get off this tour, we're gonna take 6 months off. A lot like the Shads, you know. Go home, relax, let our livers and our necks mend, write our new record, enter the studio after about 6 months, you know, and take a lot of time in the studio, make a thick record, release it, and then hit the road again, you know. That's what's going on. We're too old to know how to do anything else, you know. We got.
What about a new video from you guys? We spin the one from the first record.
Okay, well we got Black Label is from New American Gospel. Then we have 2, 11th Hour and Ruin from As the Palaces Burn, and I just found out that I'm not going to get to go home straight for 6 months, because in January I guess we're going to be flying out to LA to do another video for another song off As the Palaces Burn, probably with this dude Dan Rush, who did the last video, Ruin. He's a great guy, really kind of dark, you know. So I don't know, 4 videos, 2 records, 3 or 4 years, not too bad, you know. And that's about it. Headbangers Ball Tour, you know, psoriasis of the liver, you know, massive tinnitus, whatever.
I've taken a lot of you guys' time tonight, so let's just go ahead and let everybody close out. Any last words for the people who are going to watch this about Headbangers Ball, or about your band? Any last words?
If you didn't come out to the show, come to Houston. Come to wherever the Headbangers Ball Tour is. Got a bunch of guys. We will entertain you. All right? We'll talk to you, give you hugs, you know, whatever. Hey, new Kill Switch album, end of April, hopefully. So look out for that. Bye, Mom.
Yeah, just if you do come down to the Headbangers Ball Tour, be prepared, because me and Randy are probably going to dump our old asses on your head and then we stage dive, and you know, we'll try and avoid your nose. But you know, we're just stoked to be part of this, and we're going to be stoked to get the new record going, and hopefully we'll see you all soon.
Word up, man. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with all these monkeys. So, you know, if you get to see this before the end of the tour, make sure you come out, bring your earplugs, bring your mouthpiece, your face guard, whatever. We're going to tear it up. If you don't see us, you missed it. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, I got some free time. They let me come back. But, you know, unlike these cats, we don't have no videos yet. We got one video. Hopefully it'll be out soon. It's called Better Days. It's on that EP that he was asking me about that you can't find in stores. But, you know, if you can't make it to the show, man, you're assed out. You done missed it. Hopefully you'll see another one in your lifetime. But if not, you can catch us all individually on our own tours here or there. But the metal's coming back, so all you scaredy cats, run away.
Word.
Remember, San Antonio, we love and support all these bands. That is why we are out here at the Headbangers Ball Tour, to bring them right to you. Be sure to pick up all the releases when they come out in the new year. We're here having a great-ass time with Killswitch Engage, Shadows Fall, Lamb of God, and God Forbid. They all rock right here on Rob's MetalWorks.